In this video, we are going to learn about variables. Click on File, highlight New, select Java. The name of the class is N. Now, within the main method, I'm going to declare a variable with the data type int. Int I is equal to 100. Now, I'm printing the same here. I. Now, in line number 7, I'm going to supply 200 for the same I variable. Okay, let me just save it. Save as N, uppercase N. Now, what is this variable? What is the general basic definition? In order to store varying data, in order to store varying data, we need this variable. In order to store varying data, we need this variable. That is the basic definition. Now, what is this varying data? As you can see here, at line number 5, I have supplied this 100 value. Okay, I have supplied the value 100, and I'm just printing the same at line number 6. And what happens at line number 7? I'm supplying different value, right? I'm supplying a different value, that is 200. Now, if you try to print this, now if you try to print the I, it will give you 200, not 100, right? It will give you 200 instead of 100. So it is varying, right? Data is varying. Initially, I have supplied 100, and at line number 7, I supplied 200, right? 100 is gone now. 100 is gone. Now the latest value is 200. When you are trying to print this I, it will give you the value 200, not the 100. Now, I is the local variable. What is this local variable? That means this I, this variable I belongs to this main method. This I, it is only applicable, or it can only be used inside this main method. We cannot use this I outside of this main method. Whatever the field or whatever the boundary is there for this main method, right? Within this opening curly brace and closing curly brace. So within this, we can able to use this I, and we cannot able to use this I outside of this main method. So that is what it is, the local variable, right? We cannot use local variable outside the declared context. We cannot use this local variable outside of this main method context. We can only use within the body of this main method. We can only use this I within the body of this main method. And that is what local variable means. Now, how we are declaring this variable? How we are declaring this variable? That is the syntax here. Data type, variable name. Okay, this is the declaration part, right? So this is the declaration part. Okay, and then here what we are doing, we are supplying this value, that is 100. We are supplying the value 100, and we can able to declare this variable in one line and assign the value in another line. That we will see in the next video. As of now, in the same line, that is in the line number 5, I have declared this variable, and as well as I'm supplying this value. Okay, declaration, and we are supplying the value. Now I will be having this 100 value. I will be having this value 100. If you are printing 1000 times at this point of time in the program, okay, like this, it will be printing 100 only. At this time, okay, the value of I is 100. Okay, if you are printing 1000 time also, you will be getting 100 only. But what happens next? In line number 9, I is reinitialized with 200. This is what we are calling reinitialization. Okay. Reinitialization. Same I, right? Whatever the I we have declared initially at line number 5, and we have supplied this 100. For the same I, we are supplying 200 at line number 9. What happens now? The previous value, that is 100, it is gone now. Okay, it is overwritten by this value 200. And now at this point of time in the program, you can print 1000 times and it will be displaying the value as 200 only. Okay, you won't be getting 100. Why? Because it is reinitialized. I has been reinitialized at line number 9. I has been reinitialized, and the value that we are supplying, it is 200. Here we should not give int. Okay, why? Because declaration is already done here. Int I. Okay, this is the declaration. We have um, done this declaration in line number 5 itself. At line number 9, we are trying to reinitialize this I. When you are reinitializing, you should only give the variable name and this assignment operator and the value that you are reassigning, that is 200, right? Now after this point in the program, if you are printing 1000 times, if you are trying to print 1000 times, if you are only trying to print I, it will be giving you 200. Okay, only 200. You won't be getting any different value. Now come to the command prompt and trigger Java C command. Java space is classes. So right. So the name of the file, it is n. Sorry about that. Clear the screen and Just press up arrow to use the output trigger command and modify the UN. Now press enter and you are getting this prompt that indicates you don't have any syntax error. You have to run this class by using Java command. Press enter and what we are getting here 100. Why we are getting 100 here? Let me go to the command prompt and once again compile. I think I did not save it, so that is why we were getting that output. Go to the command prompt and try to compile it once again and try to run. That is the value we are getting here. That is 3 times 100 and 3 times 200. And you know that why? Because initially we have supplied this 100, right? So we try to print this 3 times. So 3 times it is printing this 100. Then we have initialized I with the value 200, and then we try to print this 100. So we are getting this 200 3 times. So that is the output. And in this video we have learned that what is a variable. That is the general definition of a variable. That is, in order to store the varying data, we need this variable. And we have learned that what is local variable. That is, we can able to use this variable in the main method context. If you are declaring any variable in the particular context, it should not be only main method, it can be anything. Okay, that variable should be used within that context itself. Whatever the variable that you have declared in the whatever the context, that variable should be used within that context itself. You cannot be able to use that variable outside of the declared context. In this case, we have declared this variable I in the main method context, and we can able to use. We can only able to use within the body of this main method, and we cannot be able to use outside of this main method body. That is what basically local variable means. Then we have learned about reinitialization. Before that, we have learned we knew that in a single line we are declaring and initializing actually declaring and initializing this I, or we are supplying this 100. We are supplying this 100 to the variable I. So declaration and initialization with the value 100, that has been done within a single line. Then we have learned that reinitialization. Reinitialization, that is in line number 9, we are reinitializing I to the value 2. This is what we call it as reinitialization. That much we have learned in this video. So thanks for watching.